Dinner for shoes, please.
Hello and welcome to a very sexy episode of Dinner for Shoes. I had to start recording at the time that Trish was sitting up there, and I hustled my ass over here from all the way across the villa to sit down and start recording. Yes, this episode is about Love Island. What else would it be about? Because everyone is talking about Love Island. So obviously I had to get in on that. Before we start talking about Love Island, I think the dress is obvious, right? I'm no Ariana Madix, but you gotta wear sequins. You gotta wear sequins if you were in the villa. Before I start talking about my outfit behind the shoes, I actually want to talk about some brand new set products we have. Literally, I feel like I just love how much people love the podcast and are sending me things to put on set. And this pillow matches with my dress today. So it is so appropriate. This pillow is from Furbish. It has a nice velvet back here. It's so comfy. And the brand sent it to me because they were like, this is just so dinner for shoes. It says, my favorite thing to make for dinner is reservations. And that is true. But ironically enough, I'm going to be making myself the type of breakfast you see all the guys make for the girls in the Love Island villa today. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, for once I'm not making reservations. Let me actually just take a close-up picture of this because I already feel it. Megan's gonna be like, I want to see a picture of it up close. Okay, so cute, love. So there's that. And then the Anthropologie team sent me the cutest, you just got engaged package. And they sent this amazing marble container that we are planning on putting our truffle salt in. You'll hear about my truffle salt when I eat my breakfast because I'm obsessed with it. And maybe I'll even throw it in there. But I love this. It's new to the set. It's pretty. It has a rose. It's very Love Island-esque. Okay, before we really dive into everything I have to say about Love Island fashion, let's get to the outfit behind the shoes. Okay, so these shoes, I don't think I've worn yet on the podcast. They are a nice little wedge sandal. Have you ever seen a wedge so small? Obviously, the girls in the villa probably wouldn't approve of how small this wedge is, but I don't care. I am a comfort girly, so I would just be that one in the villa. But these are by Song of Style. I really love this line. I've had them for a long time. They are very comfortable. Like I said, short, perfect, match perfectly with this Abercrombie & Fitch dress. Can you believe this dress is from Abercrombie & Fitch? I almost wore it to a black tie wedding and then I was like, that's not black tie. Save that for when you get invited on Love Island. And I haven't, so I'm doing a Love Island episode. No, but really love this dress. It came with straps. I prefer it without the straps. It's got a little slit, so I feel very Ariana Madix. There's no crazy, insane cutout all the wondrous dresses she wears, but I like it. I like that it has a liquid look to it, which reminds me of the ocean, and many of the Love Island, all of the Love Island seasons are filmed nearby an ocean. I'm wearing my engagement ring just to show that I am currently coupled up and closed off. And I am wearing my 8 Other Reasons earrings because they've got a heart, they've got a shell. They are just so Love Island. I was like, what earrings should I wear? I opened my jewelry box and they were like, bah! Obviously you had to wear those, you know? So that's the outfit behind the shoes. I decided to wear this sequin dress because Amaya wears this pink sequin dress during the crazy recoupling that we saw after Casa. By the way, I'm talking about season 7, if it's not already clear, season 7 USA. This season is wild. This season is a little bit problematic, as are many seasons on Love Island, but I feel like this season is just super performative and tired. And while the recoupling was really intense, and Nick is, by the way, let me just take a few steps back. Nick is the one who's obsessed with Love Island in this household. I had watched a few seasons. I was like, oh, let's try this. His eyes are glued on the TV. He is the one who is obsessed. I love it too, but one of the things we did is before the recoupling, we wrote down, what do you think the couples are going to end up being? And then we wanted to see who got the most amount right. I got 4 right and he got 3 right. So we got to order sushi for dinner. But regardless, it just goes to show you how unsure we were of how things would end up. And I really feel not to place, if you go on a reality show, you should be excited that you're going to have a whole influencer career after that show. Great. But I really do feel like there may be more people seeking fame than love on this season of Love Island. And I don't know if the rest of America agrees with me, or we're really here to focus on the fashion, not to make judgments, and certainly not to bully, which bullying is a huge theme in this season, and I don't like it. We don't bully here. Like, fashion is for everyone. Love is for everyone. The island is for everyone. So just a few things just to start off. Now, if you don't know about the clothes on Love Island, because people do talk about the fashion, right? Like, it is a look. There is an aesthetic on Love Island. And what actually happens is that the cast members, they share wardrobes. And when they get into the villa, Love Island works with different brands. I think Outcast Clothing might be one of them this season. I don't know for sure, but they're wearing a lot of Outcast clothing. And sometimes it's Revolve, whatever brand it is, stocks a closet for these girls and these guys. And that's why you see so many of the Islanders like re-wearing outfits, right? There was the whole thing about Nick wearing the pants that Taylor previously wore when he was hooking up with Alandria. And they were like, oh my God, not Nick, like making out with Alandria in Taylor's pants, whatever, those purple cargos. I like those. I would wear those. But yeah, the whole reason is because they basically are sharing wardrobes, although they do bring their own pieces too. And then like, this season has become even more about fashion because Megan Thee Stallion was on an episode, the twerking episode, and she premiered her Walmart swimsuit line. So that was like a little fashion, inner, like, did you see that? Did you know that you can shop all these swimsuits for like $18 at Walmart? They're all Megan's like hot girl summer line. And all the cast members wore, I keep saying cast members on Islanders. It's like I'm talking about Disney instead of Love Island. What's going on? All of the Islanders wore her swimsuit collection. And then in general, if you do deep dive into what the Islanders are wearing a lot of this season brand-wise, like I said, Outcast Clothing is a big one. We're going to talk a little bit more about some Outcast Clothing pieces I'd recommend if you get on Love Island. No, just if you like the Love Island look. There's also a lot of Opoly. There are a lot of Revolve brands like Lovers and Friends, Tularosa, some of those brands, Fashion Nova. And unfortunately, there is a lot of Shein this season, which we don't love, but there is. And Addicted, which is definitely a brand that I've actually tried before. I have some Addicted piece. I forget exactly what, but I feel like I've worn it on the podcast before. But Ariana Madix's looks are always like more elevated. So she's wearing like insane runway pieces from like Pat Bow and Laquan Smith. That crazy pink cutout dress was Laquan Smith. So she has like the more high end. But regardless, the aesthetic is always too drop jaws. Like on Love Island, no matter what you were wearing, whether you're doing sequins, whether you're doing cutouts, like crazy cutout jumpsuits, dropping jaws is the goal. So on that note, I have created a Love Island fashion starter pack. A lot of the pieces that I'm going to talk about are actually pieces that were worn by some of the Islanders, and some of them are pieces that I just recommend based on seasons past and what Islanders tend to wear, whether it's on the US season or the UK season, okay? So let's like start with the fact that everyone's wearing bikini sets with headscarves this season. And I feel like this is relatively new. I saw Sierra wear one. I believe Shelly's worn one. And I saw this one from Mika's and I just really loved it. It's pink and really cute. And I just think it's very Love Island-esque. It's like screaming, take me on Love Island. And while there's a lot of fast fashion brands on Love Island, you can't go on Love Island unless you have your own personal pair of designer sunglasses. And there are definitely some that get passed around the villa, but I see a lot of Miu Miu. Sierra actually owns these Miu Miu ones. But then I also know that Amaya has really cool Ferragamo ones that she's been wearing this season. And if you watch Love Island UK, you'll see the same thing. There's like a trend. So you need designer sunglasses. And when it comes to accessories, there's a whole saga about men wearing pearl necklaces on Love Island. And this might be more of like a UK thing because it's like Harry Styles inspired. But there is an entire pearl necklace article on the tab that documents a bunch of islanders wearing a pearl necklace. And if you really do love the look because you're a Harry Styles fan, I will tell you that he wears one by LU, and I linked to one that I just think is great. And I like guys wearing pearl necklaces, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a sucker for a man in jewelry. Remember, I'm closed off, but I'm a sucker for a man in jewelry. And I love that these guys are wearing pearl necklaces, and Zach definitely wore one this season. And then, of course, you need a cutout dress or a two-piece set. So, like I said, Outcast is really funding the Love Island closet for sure. Both Sierra and Shelly, like I said, they both wear, like, all the girls, like, repeat outfits or whatever. But they wore this Tarai mini dress with, like, the little halter cut out. Shelly wore this Outcast, like, corset look with insane hip cutouts, where I honestly thought that was a two-piece set. I do think everyone needs booty-bearing denim cutoffs. Iris wore this Addicted set, insane, with the denim vest. I don't know if you remember that look, but it was kind of unforgettable. And then all of the guys, they just like to impress with these like crazy, dramatic button downs. Ace specifically like comes to mind. He wore this Fashion Nova one, which is like super groovy, patterned. And then a lot of the girls also have crochet swim cover-ups this season. I think that is specific to this season. I couldn't believe that Hannah's was from Amazon when I saw that. This like super plunging V-neck crochet is $7 fucking Amazon crochet thing. I was like, wow, because a lot of the ones are two-piece sets from like all the other brands that I mentioned. And this I think started with like Love Island US season 6, because I know Leah wore one and I know some of the other girls wore one, but cowboy hats. Cowboy hats are part of your Love Island US starter pack, at least. I really love this one from 12th Tribe just because it has like the beading around the rim and I think it's super cool. So that's your Love Island fashion starter pack. Okay, like, do you agree with me? Is there anything I'm missing? I really don't think so. I think like that's what you need if you're going to Love Island, and the closet will stock you with the rest. I am going to make myself breakfast because I'm an independent woman and I can make myself breakfast. That's actually when I see like the men coming up with their like the plates for the girls, and like they have like 2 plates and they like make breakfast for the 2 girls that are like competing over the guy. It's like, it's just so icky. But I am always like, okay, these breakfasts kind of look good. And then like you see the girls who didn't get made breakfast make their own breakfast. And I'm like, that looks better than what the guy made. And I am going to make a Love Island breakfast for myself. I will eat it on camera. You will enjoy it. It will prove that I didn't make a reservation for today. I didn't order out. And then I'm going to play a fun little game with the cats. There's going to be a recoupling. No, I mean, it's going to be the type of game that I think Ariana might bring to the Love Island villa. And yeah, it's not necessarily all about fashion, but I mean, I'm going to be wearing this very Love Island-esque dress when I wear it. So, okay, I'm going to go make myself my breakfast. Don't forget, I'm closed off. I'll be right back. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh my God, what is happening? First of all, the camera, what did I do? There is a problem in the villa. Okay, we're back. So this is how I would want my breakfast made every morning. 1 egg yolk and the rest egg whites, some avocado, tomatoes with cottage cheese on top. I started doing this with the truffle salt. This is the truffle salt we get. I just wanted everyone to know. I'll link it. It's from Amazon, I think. And yeah, like this is what I would want. This looks absolutely delicious. And it's straight from the villa. Okay, from the villa kitchen. Okay, but the game that I want to play is a game that you guys all obviously know. First, I'm going to sample my TikTok. I opened TikTok, so then that happened. First, I'm going to sample my breakfast in the villa. I'm going to try the eggs first because they're hot, and I just don't want, okay. I'm telling you, this truffle salt makes it. Like, if you like truffle, get that truffle salt ASAP. Let's try a little bit with the avocado. And then like you just take the tomato. This reminds me of like Bethany Frankel and her supermodel snacks. Love it. So good. Definitely gonna get it on my sequin dress. Okay. So the game I want to play is the game that I don't even know how to find this audio, but like who does this? Who's more this person? Who said I love you first? Like that game.
Who was interested first?
Wait, okay.
Who was interested?
Who said I love you first?
Me.
Let me see if this is a good one.
I tricked you into saying it though.
I want...
What's the trick? What's the
First. Who said I love you first? Who's more protective?
Okay, it's this one, Trish. We're going to do this, okay? So we're going to use this sound and we're going to record. And we're going to do it like this, okay? And how do you even do this? But this is going to be between Trish and Kit. So I'm answering who said I love you first. Is it Trish or is it Kit, okay?
Who was interested first?
Kit.
Who said I love you first?
Kit.
Who's more protective?
Trish.
Who cleans more?
Trish.
Eats the most?
Trish.
Who spends the most money?
Kit.
Who is most likely to start an argument?
Trish.
Who falls asleep first?
Trish.
Who is more annoying?
Kit.
Who is interested first?
Okay, so I played it. Oh my God, that was great. I can't believe I just did that so well. You guys know a little bit about Trish and Kit and how their love affair started. And that's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to play like a fun game that Ariana Madix might bring into the villa. And it might piss people off or annoy them. Because that's really what all the Love Island games do. They piss people off and they annoy them. Right? I love you. I love you. Do you want some time in the villa? Anyway, I really hope that you guys liked me talking about Love Island for a quick second and the fashion on it, because I think at the end of the day, like there's something to be said for the Love Island look, the Love Island aesthetic. It's like whatever girl summer is going on, we see that reflected in the villa, but in like an even sexier, more out of the box, risque, over dramatic sort of way. So that's Love Island fashion for you. It's led strongly by Ariana Madix. There is a starter pack. If you love Love Island, shop the starter pack. Of course, I'm going to put it on our LTK storefront. And yeah, I hope you liked my recreation of an Ariana Madix look and you liked my hosting of this week's episode. Love you guys. Bye. I love these. I don't cottage cheese.